What's up, my people? You're not tuned in to me TV. Now, we gonna bring you all the stories about the stories that we need to bring you stories about. You feel me? So, that's what we gonna do. Some stories might be good, some stories might be tragic, but hey man, that's how these stories go. I don't make it up. Now we getting into it. You feel me? So look man, bang the like button. Bang that subscribe button. You see them on the screen. Yeah, them right there. Hit the like and subscribe, man. Hit that right there. Now we about to get started with our story.
I'm not attacking you, nigga. Fuck that cookie. Fuck that cookie. Who the fuck? I'm too drunk to this shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm bad. Oh, let's go. Let's go.
That's it, yeah.
During this brutal attack, VO
Police have now identified a suspect in the killing of a 19-year-old woman who was stabbed along with her twin sister at a Brooklyn deli. The NYPD says it's looking for 20-year-old Vio Kelly of Bushwick in the murder of Samaya Spain, who died after being stabbed in the chest. The two sisters were attacked early Sunday morning at the Natural Plus Deli in Park Slope. Spain's sister survived. Police sources say investigators believe that Kelly was intoxicated at the time and became aggressive with the sisters, demanding their contact information before allegedly stabbing both of them.
Yo, you already know I'm back with another one with Me TV 1.0. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub, show me some love. You already know, man. And if you've been here watching, listening, like and share. If you care, you already know. Link to the Cash App is in the description, man. But I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer. I would first like to start off by saying to the family of this beautiful young lady, rest in peace and condolences and much respect at your time of grieving. This just happened, so it's very, very, how could I say it? Touchy. It's a touchy situation for the most part. But I would like to say this before I get into the story, man. It's crazy how our world has turned upside down from the 90s, early 2000s into our current days of living. Nowadays, an individual, a young lady, can't even turn down an advance by a young man that she's not interested in without actually being in harm herself. You feel me? But we're speaking about a New York teenager, goes by the name of Samaya Spain, and she was tragically unalive due to a senseless altercation. But I'm not going to hold y'all any longer. I'm going to get straight into the report, then I'm going to come back with my commentary. An identical twin teenage girl has died after being stabbed outside a New York City bodega by an attacker who had tried to make advances on her. Samaya Spain, 19, and died from stab wounds to the chest and neck, and her twin sister Sanaya was hospitalized with wounds to the arm after they were set upon outside of Slope Natural Plus on 4th Avenue at 2:20 a.m. Sunday morning. This is a wild, crazy story, man. But we're gonna continue reading the article. We're all taking it very hard. My daughter, she's taking it pretty hard. We never expect nothing like this to happen. He walked in and started hitting on her, he added. She said, I don't want to be bothered with you. Leave me alone. The store owner put him out. If the store owner has to put you out on the behalf of how you acting towards these young ladies, it should goes to show you how crazy and erratic that he was acting. But we'll continue. The twin girls had been partying with friends when they went to the deli in the early hours of the morning. They rejected the attackers romantic advances before he stabbed them both, according to the witnesses. And as you seen on the video at the beginning, you seen a lot of male individuals, but seemed like they was reluctant to get into situations, and it's because it's 2024, man. We just living in a different world, but we'll continue. When we were done waiting for our food, he let us out of the store, Sanaya said. After he let us out of the store, he locked the door behind us. When they saw the harasser armed with a knife and waiting with the two of his friends outside, the twin brothers stepped in and a fight broke out. As I was going to grab Samaya's phone, he stabbed me in the arm, Sanaya said. Samaya then asked him to give the phone back, and he stabbed her in the neck. She said, I'm about to faint. As soon as she said that, I called 911. Another witness said the chaos erupted as the extent of Samaya's injuries became apparent. Everybody started tending to her, they explained. One of her friends took off their shirts and started putting the compression on her neck to try to slow down the bleeding. She was gushing blood just all over the street. Both men were taken to the New York Presbyterian Brooklyn Methodist Hospital, where Samaya was declared unalive and her sister called the grandfather Alonzo, 66 years old. She says granddaddy Samaya got stabbed and she died. I couldn't believe it. When I got the call, I came as soon as I could. And I can only imagine this is a very tragic situation for a grandfather to hear about his granddaughters, a mother to hear about her daughters, a father to hear about just anybody. But we'll continue with the story, with the article, excuse me. He started kicking on the door. He started banging on the door. I don't know if they called the police, but at that time, the store owner should have called. And then when they left the store, then when he attacked them, he was waiting for them. He took it the wrong way. He came after them. That was wrong. That was dead wrong. I hope they catch this guy. The store was the scene of another brutal murder in 2021 when Letitia Bell, 38, was shot dead. Her on and off girlfriend of 20 years, Michelle Thomas, 52, in broad daylight. Bell was convicted of murder last month and is awaiting jail sentences. Police have appealed for helping finding Sunday's killer, who was wearing a ski mask according to witnesses, and he fled. Let me stop right there. He was clearly on camera. He was clearly on camera, but I'm gonna read the last part. She was a very good person, one friend told the New York Post. She was in school, she was working, she was very lovable, she didn't start any trouble. All she wanted was to have fun. And excuse me if my article kind of out of place, my bad, I apologize for that, but he had a knife in his hand and was saying, I'm going to stab y'all in the face. Heartbroken, Sanaya told the Daily News after being released from the hospital, I'm telling everyone to back up, and he pushed little Samaya on the ground. So it seems to me that everybody outside knew he had a knife. That's why they was probably reluctant to get into this. The pair are thought to have been in the same club as the attacker and an accomplice earlier in the evening before they were followed to the store, which was heaving with late night revelers. They had a lot of people at the store. As they waited to be served, a friend told Sanaya that a man was talking to her sister. I grabbed her phone and I was like, come with me, Sanaya said. I was like, what are you talking about? Why are you talking to that boy? She said. I don't want to talk to that boy. Sanaya said her sister refused to give her the telephone number but gave him her Instagram handle instead. She said she wasn't going to follow him back. Sanaya recounted. That's it, she said. No. Moments after, the mood became ugly as the man returned to the store. He pushed little Samaya and then pushed Sanaya and said, then everybody else started pushing him out the door. And this is the part that you see on the very, very beginning where everybody pushing him out the door. But it was already said in this post right here that they was pretty much aware that he had a knife. You feel what I'm saying? So this probably why they was reluctant to intervene in a way that could have saved her life. The deli worker, Muhammad Abhir, said the twins were regular customers at the store. They used to come every day, he added. They come, shake my hand, say, "How are you? I don't want to see nobody hurt. Nobody. She's a nice girl." A friend of the twins, said they did not know their attackers before he struck. It was some random person. It was surprising, very surprising. It was a kitchen knife, they added. "You know who I blame? The government. For the simple fact y'all cut all the mental health off, and now look who's running out here. Those people don't get in trouble. There are thousands of cameras and there's no arrest." Yeah, it's an arrest now due to the fact that it was so publicized. But we'll continue. They wanted to come back to the city because this is what they know. Gosh, I said, it was too quiet down there. Samaya wrote on social media about getting a tattoo shortly before setting off on her night off and posted her last message at 9:23 Saturday. "My friends looking for me in the club, but I'm drunk making new friends." Excuse me if I sound like a third grader reading this, because some of this stuff is just written very poorly. But this is the attacker right here. This is the attacker. And I'm going to just say this, and this is my perspective. This is not from the article. This is not from the news, none of that. This is some bitch shit right here. Because a woman, a young lady at that, because you're only 20 years old, a young lady didn't want to give you her number. And what the article didn't tell you is he asked for the number. She said no. So she proceeded to give the Instagram handle. Excuse me. She proceeded to give the Instagram handle. So he proceeded to follow her on Instagram, and she said, "No, I'm not following you back." And this is when everything became crazy, became hectic. Once again, as you see on the clip, hold on, let me play the clip for y'all again.
Fuck that cookie. Who the fuck? I'm too drunk to this shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm hungry. I'm bad. What is nigga doing, bro? I'm hungry. Fuck you, bro. Oh, let's go. Let's go.
That's it, yeah.
During this brutal attack, Vio
So as you see the altercation break out, and this breaks out due to the fact that a young lady didn't want to cooperate. And I see a lot of things was saying, a lot of things that I researched, certain videos were saying he was intoxicated. I don't give a flying rat's ass how much he drunk, or how much he got intoxicated. You got people getting intoxicated every single day and don't pull off acts like this. Every day they get intoxicated and don't act like this. So that's, that's crazy. But the simple fact you walk around with a kitchen knife, a kitchen knife. Who walks around with a kitchen knife? Like, what kind of mental instability do you have going on to where you gotta walk around with a kitchen knife? Not only are you walking around with a kitchen knife, you are inflicting harm and pain on women that are smaller than you, women that you could inflict that same hurt and pain with your hands if need be. But this wasn't one of those situations. This was a situation where unruly, disrespectful young man who probably never been really put in his place or disciplined as he should have been got out of hand. That's all this is. Now, as you see this young lady, Samaya Spain, imagine how many people is hurt and affected by this. Imagine how many people watch her lose her life who was with her. And this is what I say. You don't got real friends. you do not have real friends nowadays, because somebody would have dislodged that dude out of that knife. Back in the days, somebody would have dislodged him out. Or somebody would have walked behind him, crept behind him, and hit him off guard and knocked him clean out. You feel me? But this is what we living in 2024. You don't got nobody protecting these young ladies, and that's why it's even more so important that these women carry some type of protection, some type of pepper spray, some type of knife. Like, and this is my thing. This is my biggest thing with women. Who do y'all think you are to walk around unprotected? Men protect themselves every day. You're a small, little bitty ass woman. And I'm not talking about this particular case, but I'm talking about all women. You're a small, little bitty ass woman, and you think nothing is just going to happen to you. You don't have pepper spray. You don't have. We're going to start with the pepper spray. If she would have had pepper spray and pepper sprayed this man, this would have never happened. This would have never happened. Period. Because people don't understand how powerful that pepper spray is. That's a deterrent. Nobody wants to get sprayed with pepper spray. Nobody at all. I'm just saying, women should look more into carrying tasers and pepper spray and weapons that can defend themselves and keep a person at a distance. Me personally, nothing works better than a pepper spray. You pepper spray whoever you trying to pepper spray, and then you tase them. That's just the combination. That's just how it go. And that's just how all women should have some type of weapon on them for this not to happen. You feel me? And of course, this is an unfortunate situation. No one wants to see this happen. But you gotta be aware. You gotta be aware. Two young ladies, one of them definitely should have had a weapon. Definitely. Once he got belligerent like that, and he carrying around a kitchen knife. It takes a person of an unstable mentality to carry around a kitchen knife in his pocket. He was looking for trouble. He was looking for trouble. Yeah, man. But I'm about to let y'all watch these clips, man. If y'all made it this far, man, like and share if you can. If you ain't sub, man, hit that sub, man. Show me some love. You already know, man. I'll be back with another one with Me TV 1.0. Y'all drop it down in the comments. I appreciate every view. I appreciate all the love. And I'm going to leave y'all with these sad, very sad news clips of this whole situation. But y'all already know I'm going to be back with another one. You heard?
Man has been charged with the murder of a 19-year-old woman. Police say she was stabbed to death outside a bodega in Brooklyn when she refused to give him his number.
All right, Fox 5's Linda Schmidt joins us live from Park Slope. And Linda, you're hearing the suspect actually turn himself in.
Yeah, he absolutely did that today. He showed up here at the 7A precinct. He turned himself in, and he had his lawyer with him at the time. Now, the 19-year-old victim and her twin sister, they were together last Sunday, and that is when she was stabbed to death. And police say the reason he did it is because she rejected him.
If you knew the twins for 19 years of their life, no one deserves to lose a child. She did not deserve that. She did not deserve that. That mom will never be the same.
Samaya Spain, just 19 years old, stabbed in her neck and chest at this deli in Park Slope, Brooklyn, after a chance encounter with 20-year-old Veo Kelly. Her twin sister was slashed on her arm.
Her dad, Stephen, is lost. Those are his twins. Those are his babies.
The parents asking Yvette Ramos, a lifelong friend, to speak on their behalf. Police say Kelly, who had too much to drink, flew into a rage when Samaya would not give him her phone number. She and her sister did not know Kelly, had never seen him before. But to pacify him, she gave him her Instagram handle.
Okay, she don't want to give you her number. She gave you her Instagram. That still don't give a reason to kill her.
Deli owner Mohammed Al-Bahar watched the girls grow up. They and their family frequent his store.
We feel really broken hearts, you know.
Authorities say Kelly has at least one prior arrest for robbery. He turned himself in this morning at the 7-8 precinct.
I spoke with LaShawn, her mom, and she would like to thank the detectives on the case. 7-8 got a good team for homicide, and they did their job. They did their job, and I thank them from the bottom of my heart.
And Samaya's birthday, by the way, is next month. She and her twin sister would have celebrated their 20th birthday together. Back inside to you.
Unreal. All right, thanks, Linda.